Welcome back, my friends. This is TheKillerNacho, and I have a battle here against Qwilliams23, one of my favorite YouTube viewers and commentators and Twitch viewer and all that. And this is a UU battle. This actually happened in last stream. You might recall, we did recently battle in the NGDL. In fact, the last battle, I defeated him, his St Louis Fletchinders. But this battle actually happened before that, and I've been getting kind of backlogged with, Eden being born and stuff. So I haven't, I've been a little backlogged with some of these battles. I'm going to try to post some of them that I haven't gotten around to, including this one. So yeah, Infernape is going to be my lead. He's going to go ahead and lead with Manectric, and his team is super scary, but we both brought Mega Manectric, and I go into it thinking that he's probably just going to Volt Switch, but he ends up really making a nice play here, Mega Evolving and going for a Flamethrower. So that is a really excellent move. He was obviously either protecting my Manectric or possibly my Superior from coming out, and it ended up working really nicely for him, because he's going to do some nice damage to my Manectric as opposed to, me being able to, Volt Absorb it. And then I'm going to go ahead and Mega Evolve and hope to win the speed tie, but unfortunately I do not, and he's going to be able to kill my Mega Manectric, so, well, all but kill it. He's going to get the Volt Switch first, but now I'm going to die to my burn, so that kind of sucks, and he's going to wisely go out into his Swampert to obviously be me immune, and then my Mega Manectric will go down. And now I am going to go to my Superior, being that obviously it's the only way that I can scare away the Swampert before he can set up Stealth Rocks or something. And I'm just going to go for a, I'm just going to go for a Leaf Storm, which is obviously Superior's main thing. With Contrary, it's going to boost my stats. He's going to go into Mandibuzz, which obviously is super bulky, and I was thinking about switching out here, but recently I haven't really seen many Mandibuzzes have Brave Bird. And I'm like, you know what? I don't really have a great switch. I think he's just going to, like, try to do something statusy. So I'm just going to go ahead and stay in, and it ends up being great for me because he does go for the Toxic. Now, obviously, it's not great to get Superior Toxic poisoned, but now I have +4 special attack, and I'm hoping at +6 I'll be able to take down this Mandibuzz, even though it's at half HP. At least that's the hope. So I'm going to go for get another Leaf Storm, and hoping to get this guy down, and I do. So down goes his Fanadio. Actually, I was at +4. I don't know if I said +6, but now I'm at +6. Unfortunately for me, Superior is fast, but not fast enough to outspeed his Mega Manectric, which of course has Flamethrower, which I knew that he would potentially go into, but still, getting rid of that Mandibuzz was actually pretty nice for me, being that it's super bulky. I was thinking about maybe switching out, but nothing I really have can switch out and, take a hit very well from this Mega Manectric, so I decided just to stay in and sack my Superior, which, looking back on it, maybe was a mistake, I don't know. Anyway, so in comes my Latios, and he's going to go into his Cresselia, which is a nice play, and then, yeah, we're going to go ahead and do this. I'm going to go ahead and Calm Mind on the Switch, and I'm like, well, if this is going to be a Calm Mind war, that's going to suck. And indeed, it does appear to be what it is. So, I'm like, well, I kind of have to do it. He chose to switch in Cresselia. I have no choice at this point, because Cresselia I really have nothing for. Switching out would be a mistake, because I would just give him a free Calm Mind. I have nothing to really 1-hit KO it at all, so I just have to hope that my Latios can, come out on top against this thing. Now, he probably has a super effective move, whether it be like Moonblast or Ice Beam, I don't know. I do have the Dragonium Z on my Latios here, so maybe that will do good damage, but really it's going to come down to whoever crits each other first. I have Recover, obviously. He's going to have he's going to have a reliable recovery move in Moonlight, but Moonlight has less PP, so he's going to have the advantage of having a super effective move. I still have my Dragon Pulse on my Latios, and of course the Z move, so I'm not entirely sure who's going to win this. If there's no crit happens, it'll just take a really, really long time. If a crit happens, then one of us is going to be really lucky here. So, I guess it's bound to happen eventually, but still. Anyway, so I've really lost track now in this narration how many I have. Eventually, I'm obviously one ahead of him, so I'm going to go for the Dragon Pulse. It ends up being a misplay on my part. I should have went for the Draconium Z right off the bat while he still had, one less special defense at me. I think I messed up. I think I thought I had Psychonium Z, or Psychium Z, or whatever it's called. But I think I thought I had that, and that's the reason I didn't pop it off immediately. But no, now I'm going to go for the Dragon Pulse, and that's going to do virtually nothing, as I kind of expected. And now he has even more special defense. And now I'm like, oh wait, I do have Draconium Z. Let's just go ahead and pop it off, which is actually even stupider than, waiting. Or, waiting, yeah, because I probably could have saved this as a surprise when I got this thing kind of low. But instead I'm just going to go ahead and pop it off now. Guess I don't know what I was hoping for, because I knew this was probably not going to do that much. But whatever. It does actually slightly more, I think, than my first Dragon Pulse, even though he has more special defense now. So does a decent chunk. It actually hits him down to half, and he ends up popping off the Substitute, which actually might give him an edge here, being that Substitute's going to go ahead and protect him from crits. So, yeah, I have really no chance if I am not able to take this thing out. So we're both sitting at +6. So, yeah, he's going to go ahead and Moonlight me now. Or sorry, Moonlight, that's his healing move. He does have Moon Blast, so that's interesting. And Moon Blast is going to give him another edge over me, being that Moon Blast can actually lower my special attack stat. And at this point, I just have to really hope I can break this sub. That's what I'm going to go for. And he does go for the Moon Blast. And I know he's probably going to go for another sub. He ends up getting actually a special attack drop on me with this first one, so that kind of sucks. But I know that I might be able to stall him out because, like I said, I have Recover, which, you know, he has no way to lower my special defense. So, being that unless he gets a crit, you know, I should be able to at least I would be able to stall him longer. Although one of us is going to get a crit, and there it is. I end up getting that crit on the the Dragon Pulse and take it out. So that's super awesome. He goes into his Darmanitan now, and I was thinking it might be Scarfed, but I have really nothing to go into. And he ends up not being Scarfed. In fact, he was actually saying that was a Zen mode Darmanitan he wanted to try out, and he was kind of just bluffing. But now in comes his Haxorus, and he outspeeds me. Originally I thought I was, I thought he was Scarfed, but it's not true. He's max speed, and I don't have full speed investment on that Latios. It's kind of a more bulky set, so that actually really does suck because, yeah, well, he kind of just sacked his Darmanitan for no reason, but Haxorus is now a really big problematic threat. I'm going to go into my Metagross. Just going to go ahead and set up Stealth Rocks, predicting the switch. In comes his Swampert, and I do have to switch out against this thing. I go out to my Starmie because I have Rapid Spin on it. Kind of expecting him to just set up Stealth Rocks, but instead he goes for the Earthquake. This is a somewhat bulky Starmie. It's the one I really like with Leftovers and Rapid Spin, and I have Scald as well, so hoping to maybe get the burn off on this Swampert. I'm just going to go for it, and I do not believe I get the burn. No, I do get the burn. Okay, that's great. He was hoping to obviously KO me with Earthquake, or 3 KO me. That was never going to happen even if I didn't get the burn, because I have Recover on this thing, and he's doing less than half, even without that, so yeah, getting the burn, though, means this thing does absolutely nothing to me, and now I'm just going to go ahead and recover. I need to keep my Starmie healthy, because in my mind, it's one of the only ways I have left to get rid of Haxorus, being that I have Ice Beam, and obviously his Swampert is can be walled by my Starmie. He goes into his Manectric, though, which is a great play, and I was really I don't know what to do here. I know that Starmie is just going to die if I stay in. I have Metagross, and Metagross is like the one way I can kill this Manectric at this point, because I know I can live at least one hit and go for an Earthquake. So I'm like, I guess I'll go to Infernape, even though I have the Choice Band on this Infernape, and Choice Band Mach Punch is a really powerful thing against him, and I'm just going to go for it. He makes a great play, though, going back into Unagi here, his Swampert. And he knows that he can take the Mach Punch pretty well, because it looks like he's actually physically bulky. Like it looks like he has some actually pretty impressive physical investment on this Swampert, more than usual. So yeah, it's a physical wall kind of thing. And I'm just going to go right back into Starmie because I have really no choice. And he goes for the Stealth Rocks. And yeah, I'm thinking about what I want to do. I really shouldn't have went for the Rapid Spin here. I decided to go for the Rapid Spin to get rid of the rocks. I kind of wanted the rocks to be my advantage over him. But unfortunately, what I really should have done is try to get some damage on the switch, knowing that the rocks really don't matter at this point in the game. Instead, I just go for the Rapid Spin. It gives him a free switch now into Manectric, and now I have to sack something to this thing. Because, you know, Infernape would die to pretty much anything. I don't want to lose Starmie. And Metagross, like I said, is one of the only things I have that could take a hit from this thing and kill it. So I will go into Infernape. I'm looking back on it, maybe I should have sacked Starmie. Infernape Mach Punch could 2-hit KO Haxorus as well. I don't know. It's kind of a, you know, what can you do? I'm going to go to my Metagross. He's going to go ahead and Volt Switch. And, yeah, I kind of, like, derped and forgot about Volt Switch. I was going to try to go for the Earthquake, hoping that he'd go for, like, Flamethrower or something. But no, in hoping that I would live the Flamethrower. I'm not entirely sure I'd be able to even do that. But no, in comes Unagi again, and that thing takes that Earthquake really nicely from a Metagross. Like I said, this Swampert might actually be max HP, max defense. I'm not entirely sure. It doesn't do that. It didn't do that much with its Earthquake, so it might just have full physical defense investment. So now I'm just going to have to rely on the Stab Zen Headbutt to hopefully kill it, and it does. and I'm just gonna keep munching on my leftovers a little bit, hoping that I can get healthy enough. But no, in comes Haxorus, and this thing is probably gonna win, unless I can KO this thing with Ice Beam. And even if I can, his Manectric is gonna go ahead and take it. I go actually directly into Starmie, and I don't know why. He goes for the Earthquake. I guess I wanted to conserve Metagross, although at this point he definitely probably can't take a Flamethrower, so I just took unnecessary damage to my Starmie. At the very least, if I just sacked Metagross, I'd be able to probably kill this Haxorus with Starmie's Ice Beam. But now, it's not quite strong enough to 1-hit KO it, so it's kind of whatever, though. Like I said, even if I had sacked Metagross, gotten the free switch into Starmie, he still had the Mega Manectric, which can KO Starmie with Thunderbolt. So good game there, Quill. Was an interesting little matchup. Definitely the Calm Mind war in the beginning almost turned this match into cancer, but well played from beginning to end. You got some early advantage that you needed, and we were able to wrap the thing up with Haxorus. So good game, my friend. And today's question of the day is going to be: what default trainer class in any Pokemon game would best apply to you, personally? Yeah, we're gonna just say whatever the trainer class from any Pokemon game that think you best fits you. As for me, Super Nerd probably always kind of fits. Let me think. Office Worker, since I kind of work as a computer programmer, it kind of does reminisce with me from Gen 5. But most recently, now that I'm a dad, the Gen 2 Poke fan, the one with like their kids, dress up as a Pikachu. I guess I don't really like Pikachu, but kind of always thought it was cute. And Ayla would be the cutest Pikachu, I must say, even though it doesn't really mean much. So yeah, leave a comment about that and see you guys again next time. Later.